Yo, what is good, everybody? I'm just starting the stream a little bit early because I want to make sure that everybody's here. You can all chat to me and all that kind of stuff. So give me some sneaky love in the chat room if you can hear what I am saying and you're in here and you're checking it out. Let's see who's here. I got for anyone who's tuning in that's not in Australia, it is definitely beer o'clock on a Friday right now, so time to put away a cold one. Check in. Just gonna play around with some sounds while I'm waiting for y'all to come on. Just gonna play some free jazz. Hello, one viewer. Just hit me up, let me know that you can hear what I'm saying. Alright, I'm going to get into it because I ain't getting any responses yet and no more viewers. So today I'm going to be making a Rick Ross type beat from scratch. This is the late show. Normally I do this quite early in the morning, but it is a Friday night. It is 6 p.m. here on a Friday. I got a beer, so I'm having a good time. So come have a beer with me and hang out. And hassle me. All right, I'm going to get straight into it. Rick Ross type beat. This is going to be pretty dark, kind of trappy, but also kind of eccentric in a way, because that's how Rick Ross be sometimes. So I am going to start with this piano sound, and I want to come up with a kind of like melody that's dark and brooding, but also quite, I know, lully, so that I can put some hard trap drums over it and it'll sound pretty cool. Oh, I'm getting some flickering lights. Cool. So let's get into it. I want to... All right, we got a melody. We got something that'll work here. Let's see what the tempo's at. All right, that's cool. Let's do that. I'm just gonna do the old copy paste on this one because playing that perfectly is not easy for someone who is a terrible piano player. So just gonna give this the old and gonna make sure they're in the right spots. And oh, this first one's a bit out, so I think it's just the first two notes that are out. All right. All right, on this last one, I'm going to do a bit of, instead of going all the way down, I'm going to just copy those first couple of notes again, and then just the first 2 notes again, so that we get a bit of a turnaround. All right, cool. I'm digging where this is at. I like the sound, but I want this piano to be quite a bit more epic. So I'm going to add a bunch of reverb to it to kind of pump it up a bit. Let's get to it. I don't know if you're watching, JD, but I did get your message, but I will definitely get onto that, but not today. I don't even know if you're watching the stream or not, but yeah. Can someone talk to me here? I'm trying to have a time here. I need some people in the live chat hitting me up. Otherwise, I'm just here drinking beer alone, knowing that people are watching me. It's a bit weird. Just say something. All right, I'm going to get into this. So this piano, I want to add some, I want to add a lot of reverb. I want to make this like a big, epic, kind of dark, synthy piano, and this reverb I'm going to use for that is the Abbey Road's Plate, which is just great for that kind of sound. What's up, Sammy Thomas? How you doing? Cool. I like where that is right now. I do want to also... Drinking alone is great, though, but it's better with friends. It's good with people in the chat hanging out. I do want to change the sound of this slightly. So the first thing I want to do is take out some of the highs, but I'm going to use a filter... and I'm using my favorite filter, the one knob filter by Waves, to pull out some of the... Oh my god, you can't see what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to pull out some of the very top end. And it's in turn going to boost some of the high mids there. I also want to open up the actual piano itself and turn down the hardness of the keys a little bit, so it's a little bit less intense. And I'm also going to level out the velocity a bit, so it's a bit more even. There we go. What's everybody been up to in the chat? You all been having a good week so far? You guys been hanging at home? You've been playing games, drinking, hanging out online? What's been going on? This is a Friday. Everyone should be should be chatting and having a good time. I've been adding extra layers to my pianos to ping pong them a little bit more. Gonna make that a little bit slower. Actually, I think that the dotted eighth worked a bit better. That's just going to create a little bit more space even than what I had before. So a bit of that, a bit more reverb, and we're going to be in a good space for this. That does sound pretty good. Playing video games and working. That's where we should be in life. Yeah. It's always good to be working at this time. Alright, so I'm going to double up this piano right now. And what I'm going to do with this second iteration of it is get rid of the delay. Get rid of that filter. Go down an octave and maybe drop back on that reverb a little bit. And I also want to just change up the piano so that instead of it's like full ball every time. And I'm just going to play some bass notes in on this one as well. So all right, now I want to kind of take away the human element of this and make these all the full length of their capabilities so that there's no gaps in those low notes. And the last thing I want to do with this piano, I think, I could be doing more stuff, but I also want to give them a little bit of drive, and the way I'm going to do that is using... Oh shit! I said I was doing that, but I did the wrong thing. All right, let's... I was playing that on the wrong piano. No wonder it sounded a little bit whack. Okay, so... On this one, I'm going to get rid of all that, and on this one, I'm going to get rid of all that. That's better. All right. So, yeah, this piano drive. So I'm going to go to my decapitator here, which is a sick distortion, like preamp saturation kind of thing. And just like... Cool. Now we've got a pretty epic sounding piano part going on here. All right. Now we need some drums. So just going to go with some classic snare and claps together on those third notes. Third beat, sorry. So it's got a bit of a halftime feel to it. I want to turn that down a little bit. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to put this into... Actually, I'll put it into the snares, same one as I just did that one. What did I play? I played something. works well. We got this snare here is a little bit out of time. I noticed, and I think there was another one there that was out of time. Maybe it was just that one. Alright. Kick drum is cool, could use a little bit more beef behind it, so I'm just going to double up the what kick is being used. Maybe that one. All right, I gotta just hold on for a little bit, so I'm just gonna mute myself. All right, apologies, guys. I've got to just jump out for a little bit, so I'm just going to play through this beat a couple of times so you can hear it, and I'll be back as soon as I can. All right, much apology. All right. Much apologies, my friends. I had to do a little bit of a parcel drop off for my wife, so yeah, that was annoying. I wasn't getting anything. I was giving something away. Uber Eats is later. I got eating is cheating, and we got to drink some beer. So, next up, where are we? Oh yeah, I was making a. Oh yeah, that's a cool kick drum. Just gotta take out something. All right, cool. So we got a pretty epic sounding kick drum there. I'm just gonna turn the pianos down a little bit because they are very loud. All right, cool. Now I also want to add some verb to that snare. And darken it up a little bit. And I'm gonna darken that this snare a little bit more. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so we got some kicks, we got some snares. Now we need some hi-hats, and I think I'm just gonna draw this in and then paint in some trappy parts to it. So. Nah, just slower. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. That's sounding pretty sick. One thing I'm going to do with these hi-hats is run a tremolo on them. And this tremolo is actually a panner rather than a traditional tremolo. So what it's going to do is just slowly push the hi-hat slightly side to side every 2 bars. Just so that they're kind of sitting around the stereo field a little bit more rather than just hitting directly down the middle. Alright, cool. That's sounding sick. 808s. Got to have some 808s. I'm just going to copy the kick pattern across. And we're going to push these 808s up into... And... Alright, so these are quite low. You probably won't be hearing much of this unless you got a subwoofer. So what I'm going to do is run a decapitator on this as well and pump up that drive a little bit. just to kind of give them a bit of aggressive crunch to them. Actually, I might go the octave up on these ones. Gotta find the right length for them. Just checking how a little extra melodic 808 thing at the end of this would sound. Yeah. Octave up here. Hell yeah, that's dank. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now we're going to get these tuned hats doing something. So these are like kind of that real trappy sound that you hear so often in this kind of music. And what I'm going to do is get my paintbrush out and just going to paint in some 32nd note triplet. Just got to find a hat that I want. Something that one. Maybe a little bit higher. That one. Precision painting. That's kind of cool. Just going to drop it one semitone. Cool. I'm going to do not cancel that. I'm just going to copy those and turn them way down. Even lower, and so I'm going to push these hats over to the right a little bit, and I'm going to push those snares that we got, those like little fun intermittent snares, these guys. I'm going to push them to the left a little bit so that we got like something going on. Also, recognize the high vis I got going on for this. You know, we gotta, you know, safety first on all this. All right. We got a pretty cool sounding beat so far. So many colors, Brendan. So many colors. That's how it be sometimes. All right, I gotta not take calls right now. Next up, I think there's just one more element I want to put in this, and that's a kind of a bell sound. That is what I'll be doing. So, it's a little bit too loud right now, so I'm going to take all the velocities of these and pump them. Where are you? Velocities? No velocity. All the way up and then drop them. Needs a gunshot. Yes. All right, let's get a gunshot. All right, maybe at the very end there. All right. Let me find some gun samples. That's my thingy there. Sorry, this is going to be boring because I've got to be looking at my my sample page before I... Let's find a gun sample. Sample banks. What do we got? Plus 1,000 for the gun set. All right, I'm getting it. I'm gonna get a gun sample. We just got to find it. All right. Now, watch your ears because sometimes these samples can be pretty loud. So just be careful. Don't have your shit real high. What do we think about that one? Pretty good gunshot. Or we got a shotgun. Actually, that's a pretty good one. The shotgun. The other one's a Magnum. Oh, the Magnum's pretty epic. I don't know if it's better because it's just louder or not, but yeah. All right, let's throw the gun sample in there. I want to see if I can get a reload sound. What would that be called? Gun. Hello, cat. What's going on? All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a cool sample of a reload here. Also, cat. Yes. Yeah. Cat is definitely here. Ray gun, ricochet, gun. Ah! That's the one. I wish it was a bit more epic, but we'll give it some epicity. All right, I gotta work on this. All right, just need that first half. The second half is pretty boring. So I'm going to put this on 2 different channels because the gun is already well loud enough. So I'm just going to pull that down. And this one, I'm just going to slam it with a whole bunch of compression, actually limiting. Just going to slam it with a limiter. There we go. Drive-by would be Magnum or Uzi, maybe. Well, we got the Uzi. No, sorry, we got the Magnum. Let's get these into a position where they actually make sense. Alright, so it's going to play the track. I don't know what happened there. I hit too many buttons on my keyboard. All right. Let's... so I wanted to have it there, and I'm just going to shorten how this gun cock is kind of perceived by just cutting out this center section here. It's got to come back a little bit. Good. Oh, actually, no, we should probably keep that tail on there so we've got some nice epic sound to go by. Now, the gun is cool, but it's not big enough, so I'm going to throw a Canon sample in there as well. Because... so just kind of adds some like low-end blast to it. To kind of give it a little bit more power. So I'm also going to just copy this across so we can hear what it sounds like going from one to the other. Alright, I dig it. Let's track stack all this and call it gun so I can get it out of the way. Probably going to have to come down in volume a bit. Man, that's loud. Cool. All right. I dig. Now we're going to have to start arranging this into something that's worth listening to. So I'm going to start by getting rid of all the drums at the start and the bell and just having this piano rock. All right, I want this like atmospheric synth to come in there. Yeah, like that. How many bars do my beats normally run for? Normally, it's not normally counted how many beats, but normally counted in bars. Most of my beats go for about between 3 and 4 minutes. And to put that into perspective, right now we're at 35 seconds. So, but a lot of it's copy paste. So there's not, I won't be doing this much effort for that throughout the whole thing. Cool. That atmospheric pad can come down a little bit. Alright, that pad is still way too loud, I just realized. Alright, so now we're going to continue on with this drum pattern that we got going on here. I'm going to keep that basic piano pattern going on there, except I'm going to get rid of the ending of it. And so it's just like those bar, 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 bars 4 times. And I'm going to just create a new piano, like main piano line here. So for you guys in the more theory-based side of things, this scale that I'm using is not a real scale. It's kind of, it's just kind of a made-up scale that is based off a 3 semitones, 1 semitone pattern. Just that every note is 3, every part of the scale goes 3 semitones, 1 semitone, 3 semitones, 1 semitone, 3 semitones, 1 semitone, 3 semitones. And it's just a really kind of dark sounding evil scale with a lot of tritones and stuff in it. So I like it. All right. I want this one to just kind of do an overall run and keep kind of cycling on that. So I'm going to make that happen in this next section here. But I've got to play it right. That's the only thing. Oh my god. This is where you... I did it. It is a little bit gothic. Just got a cool sound to it. I didn't really know what I was playing until I was playing it, and then I thought, that sounds pretty cool. Gonna cheat here. Oh, that sounds so epic. Might even take out the cymbals. I'll see how it sounds. For the first half. Yeah. Oh. All right. For this next section here, I'm going to do 8 bars of a kind of a polyrhythm thing, where I'm just going to do this 3-note pattern that's going to just continue on until the chorusy kind of part comes in. So I'm just going to give myself a click here. Now I know that sounds a bit boring, but we're going to be building this up. So what I want to do now is get the I'm gonna try the whole thing. I'm going to bounce all of the drums off in one kind of group together, one piece of audio here, and place it in the right spot. And then I'm going to lo-fi and filter the crap out of it. So I'm going to use the Bit Crusher by Logic, just a standard bit crusher. Ooh. That's pretty filthy. Gonna turn it down a little bit. Oh shit. Turn it back up a bit. And I'm gonna throw a filter on there. One knob filter by Waves. Hell yeah. Gonna start down here. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go from about 3 to about 7 on that, and I just got to open up my automation here to make this happen. To automate this happen. Automate this happen. I automate this happen. 3, 7-ish, and that should sound pretty cool. And I'm just going to delete this very last bit here. Erase. I'm just going to make sure. Yeah, that's still there. That's cool. That bass, yeah, it's supposed to sound like, yeah, something coming up at you. I might just also get rid of some of that low end on this because it is a little bit epic right now. So I'm just going to chuck a filter Pro Q. Yeah, a lot of low end happening up in here, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Everything below about 100. Yeah. All right, we also got to get rid of those last keys notes there that are kind of hanging on there, because I know the delay is just going to take care of that anyway. That can be the last note there. Yeah. Now, there's something happening with this main piano that's kind of annoying me, and that is the notes that are these ones down here, these dun dun dun. Oh no, these ones down here, the real low notes. They're a little bit too heavy, so I'm just gonna bust back the velocity on those ones quite a bit so that they're the... Yeah, that's better. I've also got to recolor these parts here so that I know what is what. Otherwise, I'll copy the wrong parts into different sections. So let's put that there. Hell yeah. Oh, good. All right. Now we can cheat and just copy paste this whole thing across. And yes, I do want to copy my automation data. It's just going to be the same thing. Second verse, like, don't mess with perfection. That sounds good. Then we're going to come up to like a smallish bridge here. With the same. Just gonna put this lo-fi thing here, see if that works. These two have to finish early. always mean business. All right, you guys are going to love this. This is for all of you who work where I work. I've got this sound here called the stair clap riser. And this is a riser I made by slapping the wall in the stairway that goes up to the uniform room, that big stairway. I slapped it twice, recorded it just on my phone, hard panned it left and right, reversed it, and this is the result. I'll get rid of that. How cool is that? It doesn't sound like much, but in the context of the start of a beat, I'll show you what it sounds like as soon as I line her up. Maybe we should make a company. Needs to be a little bit louder. Probably be more noticeable in these other parts here. You were going to ask me about the elevator sound near the near the office door. Well, let me put your mind at ease there, my friend. With wait up, I gotta find it. User patches, elevator ding. I don't know. There it is. Does that just like bring a feeling of dread back in your head? Like, yeah, you guys know what that is. That stairwell is a oh, that sound. The MCEC reverbs. All right, all right, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna do this over here, because I'm gonna spend too much time doing this. So. It's just so dirty. It's such a filthy, like, someone had the idea to make that reverb. Sorry, to make that tone. All right, I'm going to record this. All right, this is only here so I can show you some other stuff. So this sound, which haven't played very well, but it is also really loud, so I'm just going to turn that down. I played. All right. So the reverbs. If we go into my IR1 full here, which is the program I used to do this, we can load up. Look at this, room 209. This is what it would sound like in room 209. We also have the main foyer, but this had a bit of a weird thing. I think someone opened a door. How cool is that? I've got the Goldfields Theatre. They all kind of sound pretty. I think we need to do a snare drum. God damn it. Let's do some snares. I just got to remember to get rid of this, but when I actually Go away, Prophet. All right. Now let's I'm just gonna mute the regular verb and put my own verb on this thing. So let's do this. Man, this has just turned into a look what I've got kind of session. But that's fine. That's what we're here for. All right, so let's go back to that room 209 here. Impulse and reset. This one kind of was weird. It cut off really soon for some reason. I'm just going to get rid of that last snare. We don't need that. This is the main foyer. See that glitch in the thing? I think that's someone opening a door or something. Kind of messed with the reverb. Kind of cool. Goldfields Theatre. Nice and dark. Pretty dead, actually, considering. This is plenary from the stage. Nice and big. It's actually, if I had a kick drum or something, it's got a lot of low end because of the subs we had running on there. This is the Goldfields event space. That massive delay. So cool. Goldfields Hall. So this is, you know, that like hall that sits in between the Goldfields event space and Goldfields, that like tiny little thing. This is that. Pretty dank sound right there. This is plenary off center. This is like if you're standing where the plenary 1 wall would be. Pretty epic sound there. This is plenary ops. And there's a bit of a glitch in there too. You can hear that high-end thing going on. Don't know what that is, but yeah, it's kind of cool. And this is the bass. Just huge. If you listen closely, you can hear kind of like a delay in there, but there's just so much reverb that it's, yeah, ridiculous. Anyway, that is the various reverbs of the MCEC. Airlock Life. That's right. All right, so I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm going to turn back on my regular snare verb. I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to get back to making this beat. I'm also going to delete this instrument because nobody needs that dirty, filthy synth in their lives right now. All right, I'm just going to go through and delete all of the channels that I know I'm not going to use because they just don't. Yeah, I've pretty much finished this beat anyway. I probably need to set up an ending. Oh, I forgot how awesome this sounded. We got off track. All right. I think we just gotta. Just have a run through of that. And let that run out to the end. I'm going to extend the length of this track a little bit. And get rid of these tuned snares because we're not doing anything with them. I don't think there's anything percussive. No, there's no percussion. Get rid of that channel. And we are left with a fairly decent sized track. There's a bit going on. Sounds alright, sounds alright. Got to throw my beat tag in there, that's very important. I'm going to get rid of the gun at the very start. I think we need that. Damn, it is very quiet because everything's so loud.
Rolling some sauce on that beat.
I feel like... Should the gun finish before the beat end or, sorry, the bar end or after? This is... Because I'm thinking maybe it should finish like... where am I? Like... here. Sorry, I should probably give you more context. Yeah, I think that's better. So it's like the start of the verse has the gunshot rather than the end of the chorus. So I'm just going to move all of those over. And yeah, cool. Cool. Let's have a listen.
Rolling some sauce on that beat.
Now I feel like I can bring that gun back into that start. I changed my... Oh, damn it. I changed my decisions a lot. 'Cause I wanna motherfucking... That's not where I want it. What did I do there? Let's check this out.
Rolling some sauce on that beat.
Yes. Okay, that is what's happening. All right, cool. More gun samples. Let's make that a thing. Not that hip hop doesn't have enough gun samples already, but there can always be more. All right, I'm digging where we're at now. This is sounding cool. So I'm going to do a little bit of master bus processing. So I'm just going to pick the loudest part of the track, be in this chorusy section here, and I'm just going to check over what's happening in the master bus. So this is my spectrum analyzer here. Now, checking this, I think the piano might be a little bit too loud. Actually, I think both the pianos are a little bit too loud. Oh shit, he says pumping the piano up full ball. So I'm just going to pull this back a little bit more. That's better. Pretty nice level sound here. There's a lot happening with that piano. It's pretty intense actually. I might even bring it back a little bit more. Actually, that bell is really intense too. Thinking we got to get a vocal in that space as well, so that's pretty cool. I dig that. Next up, I'm going to just work on the compression. Nothing too hectic there, just kind of bring it up a little bit. And watch your ears, because I'm just going to pump up the clipper here, which is going to like boost everything really loud. So and that's just getting it to a nice loud level without getting any digital clipping, so that we don't get any digital clipping. And we've got a pretty epic sound. So that is a beat. I'm pretty happy with where we're at there. I think I'm going to finish it up. So I'm going to play through one more time. Just listen through, see if there's anything I don't like in there, or anything I want to change, and then I'm going to call it a day. So if you have any questions, any comments, anything like that throughout this last thing, now is the time to ask it while we're just sitting back, having a beer, and listening to this beat from scratch. My Rick Ross type beat. Let's check it out.
Throwing some sauce on that beat.
It's too loud. Alright, I didn't mean for that to happen, but I'm not mad about it. Just gonna leave that. Oh. we are missing a riser there. Thank you. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. A finished beat. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys hanging around. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you learned something, maybe, or at least just enjoyed the beat. For those of you who aren't part of my work colleague section, this beat is going to be up for sale in about half an hour. It'll be up. It'll be called Tala. It's my Rick Ross type beat. Buy it. Please buy it. Give me money. I need money. Yeah, so I can survive off beats alone. That is the ultimate goal here. So, peace out, everyone. Have a good one, and catch you later.